Hello everyone, my name is Julia, a member of the Investor Relations team at Azalea. A very warm welcome to Astrea Investor Day 2021. These are extraordinary times which prevent us from meeting face-to-face, but this does not affect our commitment to keep the communications channel we have with our investors open. Today's agenda will be as follows. We will begin with an introduction of Azalea and the Astrea platform. We will then have a short segment explaining the Astrea PE bonds and give a general market review of 2020. After that, we will give updates on the performance of Astrea 4 and Astrea 5 in the latest distribution period. Lastly, we will end off today's session with a live Q&A segment. To submit questions for the Q&A segment, you may click on the Q&A button on the bottom of the Zoom window and key in your questions. After the presentations, we will spend some time to address the questions that you have submitted. We also have some poll questions and would be grateful if you could participate. Your responses will be invaluable feedback for us to engage with you better. You can click on the poll button to complete the poll at any time during this session if you haven't already done so. Lastly, just to let everyone know, this session is being recorded. With that, let me introduce the speakers for today. The first speaker today is our Chief Executive Officer of Azalea, Ms. Margaret Lui. She has been in Azalea since 2015 and has led the team through the Astrea and Altrum transactions. Previously, she was with Temasek since 1985 in various investment roles, with her last appointment being Senior Managing Director. Prior to joining Azalea, she was Chief Operating Officer for two of Temasek's affiliate companies over 4 years. Our second speaker today is Mr. Chu En Yao. He is our Managing Director and Head of Private Equity Funds at Azalea. He has been deeply involved in the Astrea platform since 2014, including Astrea 4, the first listed retail PE bond on SGX in 2018. He was previously a senior member of the private equity fund investments team with Temasek, covering fund relationships in Asia as well as global secondaries. Now, let me hand the time to Margaret, who will be talking about Azalea and the Astrea platform. Margaret, please.
Thank you, Julia. Hello, everyone. Hope you are doing well today. I am Margaret Lui, CEO of Azalea Investment Management. Thank you for being with us here today to allow us to introduce ourselves and talk about the Astrea platform. Let me start with a quick introduction of Azalea. Azalea was set up in 2015 and is an investor, developer, and manager of private equity. As an investor, we are long-term investors in private equity and invest alongside external investors in our products. As a developer, we continually create innovative products that provide investors access to private equity, meeting the needs of investors with different risk appetites. Lastly, as a manager, besides investing in and managing portfolios, we are committed to investor education and promoting financial literacy. That is why we are here today to share about private equity and the Astrea platform with you. So what is the Astrea platform? It is a series of investment products based on diversified portfolios of private equity funds, also known as PE funds. Started in 2006, there are 5 series to date, with Temasek launching Astrea 1 and 2, and Azalea launching Astrea 3, 4, and 5. Temasek launched Astrea 1 and 2 in 2006 and 2014 respectively. Each of these Astrea transactions involved investment products based on portfolios of PE funds. The transactions were offered to institutional investors and financial institutions. Then in 2016, Azalea launched the Astrea 3 transaction. This introduced the first listed notes in Singapore that were backed by cash flows from PE funds. The notes were offered to institutional and accredited investors. In 2018, Azalea launched the Astrea 4 transaction, which represents the fourth series in the Astrea platform. It was the first listed retail PE bond in Singapore and was a milestone in achieving Azalea's vision of connecting individual investors to private equity. Through Astrea 4, retail investors in Singapore were able to invest in PE bonds for the first time, alongside institutional and accredited investors. Following the success of Astrea 4, Astrea 5 was launched in June 2019. Astrea 5 reinforces Azalea's commitment to bring PE bonds to retail investors regularly and deepen Singapore's capital markets. With that, this ends my introduction to Azalea and the Astrea platform.